Hello, Zarin. Thank you so much for joining us in the Storytelling by and for Adults session on Monday, December 5th, 2022. Please tell us where you're telling from and tell us about your work. And please tell us a story.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for that introduction. I'm Zarin. I'm a researcher by profession and a storyteller by passion. Recently, I have started to work as a tech specialist at Tech Mahindra. So I have taken up a job recently and it's going well. I was mentored by Dr. Eric Mella, and I'm happy to be in this forum to tell a story. So, the story which I have taken today relates to the information technology field. And during the recent times, all of them are returning back to work, and we are following a hybrid model. So I took this opportunity to blend two different aspects of life. One portion wherein people had the privilege to stay safe and quarantined with no worries about finance. But there was another set of people who had to face the harsh realities. So basically, I have blended these two concepts and I have penned down my own story. And yes, I really hope that you all will enjoy that. Yes, let's go to Excello apartment, one of the upscale apartments in Pune. I'm going to knock the door. That's house number 203. And who stays there? Aarti and Rohan. They are a family of 4. They have 2 kids, and it's a little happy family. Yes. And what was so special about that day? Rohan was planning to go to office on that particular day, and he was that was the first day for Rohan. So all of them were excited, and Aarti was speaking. Hey Rohan, you have to drop the kids at school and then you have to go back to office. Remember, you cannot wear your old pajamas and sit down for work, is what Aarti told Rohan. Oh my God, Aarti, yes, I have to go to office today. Thanks for reminding me, said Rohan. He rushed in, he got ready, and he took his kids to the school. He dropped them at school, and next, he was on his way to his office. When Rohan was driving the car, he was thinking about Ramu Kaka's tea shop. So what was so special about Ramu Kaka's tea shop? Ramu Kaka's tea shop was located outside Rohan's office. Ramu Kaka did not serve only tea and samosas, but he also served love and care along with the tea which he served. And all the people who were working in Rohan's company flocked Ramu Kaka's tea shop during the break, during the 11 o'clock break. Yes. So he was thinking, Rohan was thinking, okay, today finally I get to go to Ramu Kaka's tea shop. So Rohan went to office, he swiped in his card, he went in, he started to work, and time was 11 o'clock then. Rohan got down. He was so happy. He got down and he was searching for Ramu Kaka's shop. To his dismay, he found that the shop was not there. Shop was not there? Rohan was thinking, what happened to Ramu Kaka? I see a hardware shop in his shop's place. What happened to Ramu Kaka's tea shop? Rohan took out his phone. He scrolled down his contacts list. He was able to locate Ramu Kaka's number. He thought, let me call Ramu Kaka and check what he's doing, and let me ask him about his shop. So Rohan dialed Ramu Kaka's number. He called him. Hello, Ramu Kaka, are you there? This is Rohan. And there came a reply which was very bold. Hey Rohan ji, how are you? Oh a very excited voice. Hey Rohanji, nice to hear your voice. Where are you? Rohan said, Ramu Kaka, I'm here at my office and I'm trying to search for your shop. Where is your shop, Ramu Kaka? He asked. Ramu Kaka said, Rohanji, I opened a very small shop at the corner of that same street. Please walk and come to my shop. Rohan had a lot of questions in his mind. What happened to Ramu Kaka's shop? Why has he closed it? Why has he opened a new shop at the corner of the street? Rohan was walking and he reached the corner of the street and he saw a very small tea shop. But as usual, our Ramu Kaka was there with his bright smile. He said, Rohanji, how are you? Nice to see you after a very long time. You want chai, ginger chai or masala chai? Or adrak chai? You like to call ginger chai adrak chai, right? You want adrak chai? Asked Ramu Kaka. Rohan was a bit confused, but still he said, Ramu Kaka, I will have your special adrak chai. Please give it to me. Adrak is ginger. So he started to drink the tea. And that's when he noticed Chirag, Ramu Kaka's helper, was not there in the shop. Rohan asked Ramu Kaka, Ramu Kaka, what happened to Chirag? And what happened to your shop? Why have you come here? That shop which you had previously was a very big shop. This is a very small shop. Why did you shift here? He asked. Ramu Kaka said, Rohanji, because of COVID, I had to shut down my shop. I did not have enough money to pay Chirag. I couldn't afford his salary, Rohanji. So I asked him to take another job. He also has his own family, right? Rohan was thinking. It hit him deep within. And there was one other boy working in that shop. Rohan was very curious now. He asked Ramu Kaka, Ramu Kaka, who is that boy who is working in your shop? Ramu Kaka said, Hey Rohanji, that's my own son. But you said he was studying. You were telling me that you're planning to put him in college. Why are you making him to work in your shop? Ramu Kaka said, Rohanji, no money now. I did not have any money with me. I had to sell my piece of land. I couldn't make him to study. And I cannot afford Chirag's salary, so I let him to go. So I made my son Kiran to work here in my shop. No other go, Rohanji, he said. Rohan was starting to feel very, very, very bad. He thought, all these past 2 years, at least once, I should have taken the effort to call Ramu Kaka and inquire about him. Why have I not done it? He was no way related to me, but his chai and his samosa gave me comfort. He served his tea, he served his samosa with love and care. But why did I not take the effort to even inquire about his well-being? Why did I miss to do it? That question was hitting him hard. Rohan, he paid the bill and he went back to office. But the whole day was not so normal for him. He was thinking about Ramu Kaka, his tea shop, Chirag, and also Ramu Kaka's son Kiran. He went back home and Aarti asked him, Hey Rohan, why are you so sad? What happened? Then Rohan started to narrate the day's events to Aarti. Aarti was listening to Rohan and she said, Hey Rohan, if you want to help Ramu Kaka, we have n number of ways to do it. We can give back education to Kiran and also we can make sure his shop runs well so that he can hire back Chirag. Saying that, the next day, they launched a campaign. Help Ramu Kaka. Yes, that was the campaign. That was the name of the campaign. They started a Facebook page and they called for help. They called for help from all the people who could help Ramu Kaka. And so many of them were excited to help Ramu Kaka, because just like Rohan, many of them have got that love, care, tea and samosa from Ramu Kaka. So they all got along and they helped Ramu Kaka, and they all funded for Kiran's studies. Next day, Rohan took the check to Ramu Kaka's tea shop. He said, Ramu Kaka, see, you should not spoil Kiran's life. Like how you dreamed about his future, you should make him to study. And he offered the check to Ramu Kaka. But Ramu Kaka was not ready to take the check. He said, no, Rohanji, don't make me feel bad. I am not going to take this money from you. No, I am not going to take it. I am not in for charity. No, said Ramu Kaka. Rohan said, Ramu Kaka, I know that you feel bad to take this money. But if you take this now, Kiran will have his degree and he can start something and he can help so many people who are in need of it. People like Chirag, whom you had to let go because you were not able to afford his salary. You can help people like him. All this money came from the people to whom you served tea with love and care. This is just a gift from us. Please accept it, Ramu Kaka, said Rohan. After a lot of hesitation, Ramu Kaka said, okay, let me take it. Let me make Kiran to study. And yes, I am going to help someone in the future like this. And I'm going to make Kiran help someone, make Kiran to help someone like him, said Ramu Kaka with his usual bold voice. Rohan was happy. He went back to his office, and that day he was very happy when he returned back to his home. And yes, he told this to Aarti. Aarti was also happy. After 10 days, when Rohan dropped in at Ramu Kaka's chai shop, he was even able to see Chirag. The chirpy Chirag came in and said, hey Rohan Bhaiya, how are you? Finally, Ramu Kaka took me back in. The campaign which you launched also brought him a lot of customers along with Kiran Bhaiya's fees. I'm so happy to be back in Ramu Kaka's tea shop, said Chirag. They all were very happy. And for Rohan, it was not just returning back to office, but it was returning back to reality. So when one set of us had the privilege to stay safe, stay quarantined, and practice n number of our hobbies, for one set of people, it was not so easy. Their day-to-day life was at stake. They did not have money. They had to suffer. Many had to drop out of schools. Many had to drop out of jobs. And this is one of the reasons why I came up with this story, to just bridge, strike a conversation between these two extreme ends. And I really hope that you all like this story. And thanks for the opportunity and for listening to the story very patiently. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. So you created that story?
Yes, Eric. You know why I created it? Because I have written back to office. So I just came up with this story. I happened to read a very short story about the migrant workers, and I thought, why not blend these two concepts and come up with a story? Yes, I have created it. And people ask me why I tell such personal stories with a lot of empathy. I personally feel you don't have to face hardship to come out with stories like this. And I also feel forums like this are places where we should express such empathetic stories, is what I felt, and that's one of the reasons why I took the story and I narrated here.
Mhm. Anybody, any thoughts? Resonations? Questions? Barry?
Yes, Zarin, I appreciated the story, and it reminds me that, certainly I live in a world where things tend to be very transactional. I only do this for you if you do that for me, and things have to be equal. And there's that saying that we have about doing random acts of kindness and doing things just for goodness sake, and trust, paying things forward. And I think your story, that notion of empathy and of doing things because they're right, and it resonates with me, and I appreciate that. I also appreciate that, in a way, we might be coming into a time where we find a lot of stories that come out of our experience with COVID, right? There will be a whole genre of pandemic stories.
Yes, and also it's one reminder for us to show that even post-COVID, there are people who are in need of kindness and support. That is something which we cannot skip and move ahead, is what I felt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Lakshmi.
That was a wonderful story, Zarin. You created it very well. And I felt like you asked the question like why I didn't that character that didn't call sooner. That was the question stuck in my mind, that so many people are asking the same question, and it's reality. It's reality. So that question was so nice that you knitted it in a very good way. And this story remembers, I think, your story. It's a personal story, and everyone can relate to someone. So it is very, very, very common for everyone, and I am sure that each and every person can relate to someone in their life. So very beautifully narrated also. Thank you so much. And your voices, differentiation of voices, it is so nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you so much, Zarin. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Dina?
To have logged off, and thank you for allowing me to come back. Zarin, the character of the Thai Wala is really very touching, and the voice also modulation helps with that. It reminded me of my own little story. I should also write now, because there is one Thai Wali, a lady who sells tea in the post office where I live, and she pulled out her son who was studying in standard 10. This is again opposite the government school where I go sometimes. So she pulled out her son saying that she doesn't have enough of money, and there are not many tea lovers of tea, people who need tea, and they're coming there. So we got chatty, and then I asked the teachers in the school whether we could help her, but didn't do that much. But it brought out that memory. So there is place for me to write as well as do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Zarin.
Thank you, Eric.